Merry Christmas, guys, gals, and everything in between. So today we have the event of the year, at least for me, of the big culmination of Doctor Who, the end of Stephen Moffat's era, the end of Peter Capaldi's era, and the start of a new. So today, I'm here to talk about Twice Upon a Time. So Twice Upon a Time, for those of you who don't know, why are you watching this? This is going to have spoilers. For those of you who know, of course, it's all about Peter Capaldi's final episode. They're stuck in a single moment in time, and he's got to work with the first Doctor. Now, that is the biggest praise I gotta say for this episode. They captured the first Doctor with David Bradley, Satrakian himself, perfectly. He had the cadences in his voice, how he talked, which was very fragmented. That is how William Hartnell delivered his lines. They did it very, very well. And the humor of that ensues, and I bought it that William Hartnell was on screen with Peter Capaldi, even though it was David Bradley. So, well done, David Bradley. As for Peter Capaldi, it was his last episode. There were so many emotional moments that I'm not gonna lie, felt the emotion, particularly, now of course, spoilers, in the end, when Peter Capaldi is saying goodbye to his companions, seeing Clara again, him remembering Clara, I did like that. I remember with Bill, and they all go to hug him, and then they disappear, and you just see him hurt because he has to do this alone. That, bar none, so emotional. It resonated incredibly well. I'm very happy with that. I really, really enjoyed the episode. It moved very fast. In terms of the story structure, the narrative did kind of bother me a little bit in the sense that there wasn't really a dreading thing that they had to stop. They thought they did, but that was the twist, is that not everything is a bad thing. And I do like that it was kind of something I didn't expect, where I'm like, oh hey, that's cool. But I still would have liked to have the first Doctor and 12th Doctor have to go toe-to-toe with some bad guys. But, you know, it still ended up working out in a great emotional way. It fit very well with the motif. The other most emotional moment for me was the World War I scene where they put down their arms and celebrate Christmas. And that's when they put themselves... They put down their weapons, and that's the moment he's supposed to die. He's accepted it, and then all of a sudden you start hearing Silent Night because it's Christmas. And it just makes you feel the magic of Christmas and the emotional resonance of that actual historical event. And you see Peter Capaldi there, and they're all just kind of accepting that life is going to have to let you go. I do love the fact that Mark Gatiss does play Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart's father. And I was like, look after my son, Lethbridge Stewart, and goes through the whole name, and he's just kind of like, oh, believe me, he's in good hands. Because if you think about it, the second, third, fourth, fifth, I think the fifth did still. Yeah, the fifth did still. Fifth Doctors. So 4 Doctors solidly got time. Well, and even if you want to count some of the reunion specials, yes, the first Doctor. So 5 Doctors got to spend their time with Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart. So he got a good dosage. He's one of the most important people in the Doctor Who universe. I love the motif that everybody's important to somebody, and that just, it resonated very well with the Christmas message. And so, all in all, it left me feeling very good. But then you have those moments that make you kind of go, oh, I feel like there was missed potential, particularly with the enemy, or not the enemy, I guess, but the just misunderstood person with the glass beings. They kept setting up this bigger, grander mystery, and they never really go anywhere with it. And that kind of irked me a little bit, but that's fine. And then, of course, I try to not talk about it too much, but we did get the regeneration. I personally was not ready for Capaldi to go. I think he should have done 1 to 2 more seasons. That's just me, but nonetheless, we got our transition here. And honestly, the regeneration didn't look as good as the other regenerations that have been done before. The other regenerations, you see the like energy moving and everything, and the transition is very natural, and it looks like, hey, this is actually a natural body process. You buy it. Like when David Tennant turned into Matt Smith, I bought it. When Matt Smith turned into Peter Capaldi, it was a little rushed, but I still bought it. And then Christopher Eccleston, of course, I bought it because you see like a transformation. This one, it was like they put a crossfade on just on screen. Like it was him going bam. That whole scene was incredibly emotional, where he's talking about basically what it means to be the Doctor, and he's gonna have to stand for something if he's gonna be the Doctor again. So does his regeneration. They go into slow motion. I was hoping they'd do slow motion for that shot of just Peter Capaldi going bam, and then they do this like weird shot where they zoom in on the eyes, and it's seriously just like a Photoshop crossfade. And I sat there and I was like, that looked off to me. Like, you couldn't have focused to like do it like the older stuff that hell has been done 10 years ago now. But nope, they do a really kind of awkward crossfade, and I didn't dig that. I don't like, we all know, as the down votes that I've gotten and the up votes, people know I don't like Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor. I don't support Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor. I'm going to be fair. Didn't get really enough of a performance to judge it. She was on screen for maybe 45 seconds. They keep playing up the eyes, and then she looks into the screen and says brilliant, and then falls out of the TARDIS because they wanted to do things exactly the same as when Stephen Moffat took over. And I could have used with a little bit more, especially if you're going to go with as bold of a casting as Jodie Whittaker, as controversial of a casting as Jodie Whittaker. At least give us something to say, oh, okay, so that's not too bad. It didn't win me over. I wasn't like throwing stuff at the screen. It's just Peter Capaldi's send-off was so beautiful and touching, and then the regeneration felt weird, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, alright, that's Jodie Whittaker pretending to be the Doctor. That's how it felt to me, and I don't dig that. So that was my negatives. But as you can tell, I really liked the episode as a whole. I was very fair with it. Peter Capaldi's Christmas specials to me have all been really great. I love Last Christmas, I love Return of Dr. Mysterio, I love Husband's River Song, and I love Twice Upon a Time. These ones I want to be Christmas traditions in my house because Peter Capaldi is my favorite Doctor. Yes, more than Tennant, more than Troughton, more than Baker. Capaldi is my guy. I love him, and I mean, hell, I met the guy. And it's just, it was a touching send-off to see. But all in all, it's kind of weird knowing he's not the Doctor anymore, and now it's a new show, and it's something else. It's almost like it's something that's not mine, because as you guys know, I don't really plan on watching Whittaker's tenure. So yeah, it's weird. Especially as such a huge fan of Doctor Who, it's just weird. But either way, I hope you guys like those parts, and I hope you guys want to talk about it. So, what did you guys think of Twice Upon a Time? Do not forget to like and subscribe. I've got plenty more videos coming to you. Love you guys.